What's worse, being served overly salty food or unseasoned food? Ooh, I'm gonna say unseasoned because I can put a little salt on it. I can put some hot sauce. Overly salty, there's nowhere to go. It burns your mouth and you just think about the high blood pressure. Hi, I'm Carla Hall and this is That's So Random. All right, so real quick, what's the premise of your new Max series, Chasing Flavor? The premise of my show is taking 6 iconic American dishes and tracing back the roots to understand the cultures who had a hand in the particular dish. The idea is if you don't know the story, you really don't know the dish. Unlike a lot of culture/travel shows, one episode of Chasing Flavor can take the viewer to multiple places around the world. Is that plan set in stone before shooting, or did you pivot as you shot your interviews? Well, for the most part, before we even shoot anything, we are researching, we choose dishes that have a deep history, and we choose dishes that have journeys that can go left or right or straight. So that's one of the things. We have an idea of where we're gonna go and what they're gonna talk about, but we don't really know all the things. I definitely didn't know, and I wanted to be surprised. So I really wanted to be in the moment when I learned about certain things. You'll have to be surprised too. Of all the celebs you've cooked with over the years, who's been your favorite thus far? Oh my gosh, you know I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna piss somebody off. This honestly is random. One of the people is Jamie Oliver. It is because Jamie Oliver was one of the first celebrity chefs that I knew. I was in London and I went to one of his restaurants and he had this whole program called Food Ministry. And so I went to his restaurant and then I started buying his cookbooks. He was one of my first celebrities that I met on the Chew and I was like, oh my gosh. And when I met him, I freaked out and I became this crazy fangirl. It was a crazy fangirl moment because I'm really tall and he's not so tall. And I'm leaning over him and he's like this. And well, from that point on, I decided to meet people for the first time in the dressing room. You know, it scares people. Describe the first moment you felt seen for your talents in the kitchen. There was a moment where I felt seen for people seeing me for my food, and that was when I was working at a restaurant, and I remember doing the menu for the first time, and people really loved the menu, and they were like, wow. And then I did my grandmother's 5-flavor pound cake, and it became a thing at this restaurant. What song can you not help but sing out loud when it comes on? Can you sing a bit of it? 'Cause I'm happy, dun 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 dun. Is that the words? I don't know any words to any song. So rapid fire round. Sugar in grits or nah? If you're having it for the morning, yes, sugar in the grits. Don't yuck my yum. And for lunch, salt and pepper. Come on. What cuisine in the kitchen is a challenge for you to get right? Anything that has a lot of fish, sort of fermented things, it would be hard for me because I don't know the flavors. Who inspires your cooking the most? I think my grandmother. Country you most look forward to visiting on Chasing Flavor? Ghana. Going to Ghana, West Africa. I had never been there. I have lots of friends from Ghana. I was really excited to go there and it did not disappoint. It was amazing. In 5 words, why should people watch Chasing Flavor? Culture, curiosity, intrigue, cinematography, and me. If you like Mexican food and you don't like Mexicans, stop eating their food.